Oh, I mean, we can go about this like a normal shit. Oh, shit. Oh, man. All right, well, we'll just start this out like it's a normal video. What is good, everybody? It is your boy, Champagne Chico, and we are here with Colts free agency and the draft. And you would be pleasantly surprised, I'm sure if you haven't already seen it, the 2023 season recap has Jonathan Taylor as NFL MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. Which is great. It's great. I wasn't expecting MVP. I definitely was not expecting MVP. But Offensive Player of the Year, I was expecting for sure. The Ravens beat the Giants in the Super Bowl. The Giants are going nowhere near the Super Bowl this year whatsoever. Damn, I was not expecting Jonathan Taylor to be MVP. Wow, I am pleasantly surprised. Take a look if anybody retired from our team this year, because we could use the salary cap space in every way possible because we were struggling. Chris Harris retired, which wasn't signed for more than that 1 year that we got him this past year. So, before we get into the re-signing period and free agency, we'll take a look at the draft prospects. LaMichael Groves still isn't fully scouted. I don't know how, I don't know why, but probably not somebody we're going to be getting. We have to see how his physicals turn out to be. So we might just actually sim forward. We might sim forward to see what happens with that. We don't know much about it or much more than what we already did in the past episodes. But we'll see what happens right now as we get to the re-signing period. Oh, man. Upgrade. Does Jonathan Taylor get an upgrade because of that? He does. He gets 3. That's going to finish off his receiving back situation. Oh my gosh, he's going to be so lethal. Jonathan Taylor's going to be so lethal next year. I cannot wait. Put him up to an 85. I think now we can change his thing to a backfield master, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, running back apprentice, not backfield master, but running back apprentice. When lined up at running back, players with this ability have access to 4 additional routes, and I like his current abilities. The last one will probably go on elusive. He's been pretty good as an elusive back. 98 overall, which majority is because of morale. He's a 93 without it, but just the fact that he's even now a receiving back and has the running back apprentice helps us out tremendously. It helps us out a lot. Braden Smith has an upgrade. We'll do that. We'll do everything right now. We're not in any rush like we are in the videos. Power might be the way to go just because I need those pancakes on the edge like Quentin Nelson has been doing for Jonathan Taylor for most of the season. Hopefully Jonathan Taylor comes back by next season. He is out for 16 weeks if you missed that. Julius Brents has an upgrade as well. Zone, man-to-man, or slots. I'm going to do zone. He usually is in zone compared to the other cornerbacks. I mean, he's going to be CB1. He's a superstar. When did Julius Brents become a superstar? Did I just miss everything right now. Progression. Super Bowl week. Player award. Oh, he was Defensive Rookie of the Year. I thought I saw Byron Young win that. Huh. Wow. I am pleasantly surprised. Okay. Superstar dev for Julius Brents. Wow. The sound? What about it? What's going on with the sound? Is it too loud? Like the... Maybe? Let me know, Rob. Or is it my mic? I need to turn it down. I'll turn it down because I get pretty loud with these. Barely can hear you. Well, this is a live stream. We'll just put this closer. We'll put this closer. How about now? Is that better? We'll put it right here. Put this up a little bit too. Let me know, Rob, if that got any better. If you can hear me better. It should be a little better, because I usually have it out of the distance so I can be able to turn it up in post, but I forgot about that. But Bernard, we're going to do Agile. I'm not going to worry about anything with Bernard specifically at left tackle. Nah, maybe YouTube, though. Oh, shit. Probably. Let me check YouTube Studio. I can probably check it out right now. Let me see. Yeah, I think it might just be YouTube. I'm trying to see what's the issue, but I can't see anything about sound on the YouTube Studio. Damn. Yeah. Can't see much to do about it. I mean, hopefully it gets better over time, because the stream just started. We'll see. We'll see what happens as we go on. All right, perfect. So, going more into this, if you missed it, some of y'all just joined us, but Julius Brents got superstar development because he got Defensive Rookie of the Year, surprisingly enough. I mean, I didn't see him get it. I saw Byron Young get it. But if we look at his traits, it says that he got it. So I'm not against it whatsoever. Jonathan Taylor got MVP, but he's also out basically for the whole offseason. He's out for 9 more weeks. So, yeah, he'll be back before the start of the season for sure. Julius Brents, superstar development. Going to be our CB1 for the future for sure. There's no question about that. Now, Kwity Paye also has superstar development now. So that's good. Isaiah Simmons is going to be staying on the team for sure. Nick Cross got star this past season. I mean, the defense overall is pretty good except for the cornerback room, so that's definitely going to be something that we have to focus on in the drafts. The offensive side doesn't need a lot of help. Blake Freeland, I'm not necessarily concerned about. Most of these are backups, so I'll just let the CPU handle that. But to look at players to re-sign right now, I think we still have Kwity Paye. We're going to accept this option. We're definitely going to accept this option since he does have superstar X Factor or superstar development now. Talking too fast for my brain. Grover Stewart, I could only sign him to a 1-year deal. Yeah, I can manage that. I can manage a 1-year deal with Grover. But that's going to drop me to 37 signing him? Nah, I think I'm going to wait for the draft. I think I'm going to wait till free agency for that. I don't think I'm going to be signing him. I don't know what y'all think about that, but ooh, Isaiah McKenzie has been great this season. That would be difficult to move on from him. 29 though. He wouldn't take off a lot. He'll take off about like 9 mil. I think it might be a re-signing, so I don't have to worry about it. But Isaiah McKenzie isn't much better than Josh Downs anymore, and Alec Pierce could be our wide receiver 3. I might just save the money overall. I don't think I'm going to re-sign any of the older guys. Just figure out what happens in free agency. We could get some top players with this type of money. 53 mil could help a lot, and especially since we're not going to be going after a QB because we're going to let Anthony Richardson have another season. Hopefully he doesn't screw us in that, but LaMichael Groves still hasn't fully developed, so that's not great. Brian Reeves is the guy that I was more looking into. His physicals, he has elite jumping now. Great speed. He's a speed rusher and only has great speed as a top 5 prospect or top 5 projection. Tyree Loud is a round 1 talent, so he could fall to us if we don't trade up. LaMichael Groves, I don't think I'm going to be going wide receiver, especially not with how his physicals panned out. He might be a bust for that. Kadeem Smith could be a thing. I don't know. With our draft spot, we're like in the mid-first round area. Wait, we have the first overall. Oh, that was from early in the season. We have the 17th overall pick. So smack dab in the middle. They have us taking a halfback. Don't know why. We don't need one with Jonathan Taylor just now getting MVP after the type of season that he had. Luckily, we signed him before he got the MVP. But looking at free agencies now. Amari Cooper. Tyron Smith. Okay, so we could make some good decisions. I would only want Tyron Smith for the year. Our left tackle is Bernard Raymond, who just got an upgrade, but it's still a 77 overall. We still have difficulty with the offensive line at times. I don't think we get enough time, to be quite honest with you. I don't think I'll go the Amari Cooper route because he's going to want a lot of money in a lot of years. Chidobe Awuzie, or Chidobe Awuzie, I don't know how you say it, could be an option as well. Yeah, I mean, next to Julius Brents, we have really no other option but to go with a cornerback in some way. I think I'll try to go with Chidobe. See if he takes that. I might go Tyron Smith for the year as well. And then the rest of my money I might spend on players that I'll keep long-term. Keenan Allen's not going to come. Tommy Townsend wouldn't be bad. It would drop us a lot in money, it seems. We had 22. It would drop us like 4. About 4 mil on that. Michael Pierce. Grover Stewart. I'm not sure. Besides the players that I've already given a contract to, I could go punter even though it's not necessarily a need. Tommy Townsend's one of the best ones in the league. We'll go with a player-friendly deal. Try to get him on the team because Rigoberto wasn't too great. Free safety isn't an issue right now. Cornerback, Shaquille Griffin. There's just not a lot of good ones right now. We could definitely try to get some in the draft. Avonte Maddox. This isn't a very good young free agency class. We're definitely ahead of the rest for Jadobi. I mean, he's 5'11", if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how tall he is. I don't know how tall he is right now, but I know he's not the tallest in the world. Tyron Smith will be great at left tackle. I mean, off of these, I'm not sure what else I would go with. Middle linebacker, maybe on the other side of Isaiah Simmons? Wait, did Shaq Leonard retire? I thought he was still on the depth chart whenever we looked at it. Hold on. Interesting. Oh, no, he plays left outside linebacker because we were on a 4-3. We need a defensive tackle to replace Grover Stewart. Yeah, cornerback is definitely a need. Cornerback is definitely a need right now. We can't go past that. But I don't know what else to sign. I don't know what else to sign right now. I think what I have right now is pretty decent. Tyron Smith might not even come to the team, which wouldn't hurt us. Cornerback, Shaquille Griffin. It's just not a lot that I'm trying to spend money on. Levi Wallace. I'll get it as a safety blanket in case I don't get something in the draft. I just really wanted to get some players that could help us in the future and just go alongside Anthony Richardson. Which, I mean, Jadobi's probably going to be that, even though he's 1 year right now. Might be more in the coming seasons. Defensive tackle. Yeah, Grover Stewart wants 15 mil, and that's just not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. I know defensive tackle is like an important position and all, but it's not that important to me. DJ Jones could be a better option as a defensive tackle too. It's just not a lot of... Oh, we're not even going to be able to get him. We're going to go with what we have right now. Tyron Smith, Jadobi, Tommy Townsend, Levi Wallace, DJ Jones, even though he's probably not going to come to the team. We'll see about Tyron Smith. I want to see what we can get out of this. I don't want to overpay because I feel like in the coming... Damn, Tyron Smith didn't come to the team. Well, we did get a cornerback. We did get a cornerback for the season, so that could help us. Wide receiver wouldn't hurt. It would just be Mike Williams, which I wouldn't mind putting next to Michael Pittman, but it's kind of clashing with what he is. I'll give him an offer just like the neutral deal. I'm not going to give him an insane offer. Neutral seems pretty good for me. We have Matt Gay for the coming years. Other than that, there's not really much to do. Maybe halfback like Cordero Patterson, but we already made Jonathan Taylor a receiving back. A lot of teams fighting for that neutral offer right now. So we'll see about that. We'll see with Mike Williams right now. He did come to the team. Okay, so we have Mike Williams for 4 years. Maybe not the best option possible, but it doesn't hurt. It really doesn't hurt. I mean, we can trade him or Michael Pittman at some point. But I don't think Josh Downs is like the best wide receiver 2 in the world. I think he's a good wide receiver 3. I don't want him to be a primary type of receiver. He's a great returner, but Mike Williams just gives us that wide receiver 1 role, and Michael Pittman can be that wide receiver 2 that he's supposed to be. Tyron Smith ended up going to the Titans, and Amari Cooper went to the Vikings. Bobby Wagner went to the Vikings as well. So we got some good players in this free agency. I didn't want to necessarily overpay too much. I'm trying to think long term with this franchise because we're probably going to be going into like 3 or 4 seasons with this. So I'm going to keep the money that I have right now, the 18.5 mil, and try to see what we can do. I'm not sure if we really have any players to trade necessarily that's going to be worth it. I don't know why one of our team needs is QB when we have Anthony Richardson, but everything else, Shaq Leonard wouldn't hurt to move on from him. DeForest Buckner has 1 year left, and he's been playing well, so I don't want to just up and get rid of him. Maybe at the trade deadline, if all comes to worse. Kwity Paye is a superstar now. I think we're a solid team overall. We just have to add what we can at the pick that we have. I don't think I'm going to try to trade up at all either. I just don't think it's a necessity. And I think with the spot that we're at, we'll be just fine with trying to get outside linebacker at that position for what it seems. I'll take a look at the mock draft again, but I'm pretty sure if I take a look at the right outside linebacker, Byron Ware is a round 1 to 2 prospect or talent. It was Brian Reeves who I was looking at in the top 5. Dion Mills wouldn't be bad either as a speed rusher. I don't necessarily need another pass coverage linebacker since we already have Shaq Leonard there. Dion Mills wouldn't be bad to take. I wouldn't mind that. What's his physicals looking like right now? Good overall. Skills, A pursuit, A finesse moves, B block shedding, B tackle, B play recognition, A injury. It's not horrible. Not the best that we can do. But for what we can do, I don't think we have much of any other option right now. Joe Branch seems to be the first pick or resounding first pick for the whole season right now. I have us taking that halfback, and I really don't know why. It has to be some pivotal halfback for us to actually get him. Elite strength, elite acceleration, A trucking, A break tackle. That's probably why, because we don't really have a power back necessarily. But I don't know if that's the type of route that I would go. I mean, Dion Mills is supposed to go 2 picks before us to the Chicago Bears. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I should go with outside linebacker or I should just go with that halfback they have me taking. I mean, power back wouldn't hurt so that Jonathan Taylor doesn't get hurt like he did in the last game of the season. But right now, we really have no other option but to go into the next week, see if there's anything else still. I'll take another look at free agency before I go into the draft, because once we go into the draft, it's basically just going straight through and getting every prospect possible. See college pro day results. I don't really care about those too much. I'm more worried about the combine and their speed and things like that. But Keenan Allen is still up here. Johnny Hecker, Graham Gano, who hasn't been doing well in real life right now. Michael Davis. Yeah, I don't think there's really much of anything else. Maybe Maddox. I would like Maddox, but then we already have Levi Wallace there. I liked Maddox last season whenever I got him on the Seahawks. He was great. He had a lot of power. I could hit stick with him, and he forced fumbles like almost every time. I don't know if he still has good power. We'll see. I don't think he does. I think that was just a Madden, 61. I think that was just last year's thing. Not really much, David. Just we made a pretty big signing with Mike Williams and Chidobe. There's not really much of anything else that you missed. Mike Williams is probably going to be our wide receiver 1 now, and Chidobe playing alongside Julius Brents. Julius Brents got superstar development. But other than that, Jonathan Taylor got MVP. If you've been keeping up, it's pretty obvious that he would have probably gotten it, getting 1,700 rushing and receiving yards and a lot of touchdowns as well. We got him the ball a lot at the goal line, but not really much of anything else. The mock draft isn't really anything to help with right now. They have me taking a halfback, so really pick your poison with that. Where did the Dion Mills guy? They have him going at the 9th pick now. Yeah, I won't be moving up for that. I won't be moving up to the 9th pick for that. But yeah, that's all you really missed, David. I'm probably going to be going into the draft now. I don't really see much of anything else to get for the team. But yeah, Anthony Richardson needs to keep developing. Hopefully he can. I don't know if there's a way to train in the offseason. I haven't learned that much about franchise. Oh, Kwity Paye also got superstar development. So the team is just coming up overall as the young squad that they are. So hopefully it can keep up. Julius Brents is going to go back to CB2 more than likely. Maybe go back to CB1, but yeah, I think so too. I think Mike Williams should be really good for us just because we never had like that wide receiver one role. And it just Michael Pittman's great and all, but he never could like really go up and get it like Mike Williams probably will. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty confident with that signing right there. It should probably put us over the hump in terms of the situation with Anthony Richardson, because Anthony Richardson just kept trying to go to Josh Downs all the time, Jonathan Taylor, and Jonathan Taylor can only do so much. So now we're going to go to the draft. Hopefully see Dion Mills drop to us. I might go pick by pick in the first round and then speed through in the second. But we're going to go ahead and see what all happens right now in this draft. Let it roll as is. You know, I might just let them draft as they go, but I don't know if you guys like the whole auto-generated draft class scenario. I don't mind it. It gives a little diversity to it. I didn't put Caleb Williams or any of them in this one, so I could put next year's draft class. They took Tyree Loud, who was supposed to be a round one talent. He wasn't a top 5 talent, so that probably wasn't a great pick for them. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about it, but I'm waiting for the Broncos to make their pick. I mean, we're the 17th overall pick. I don't think Joe Branch, who was the resounding first overall pick for most of the season, might be good for the Broncos. I might wait till like the 9th pick to start trying to make some moves in some way. But I don't really see any players that really make me want to grab them and go up in the draft to get them. Ian Shea, another left end. A lot of defensive ends going in the top 3 right now. But the New England Patriots are on the board, and they probably need that too. Let's see who the New England Patriots pick. LaMichael Groves. I mean, they need somebody for Mac Jones, although that LaMichael probably isn't the best prospect out there for that. Maybe if we put the actual draft class in, Harrison Jr. would have been great for them. Let's see. Brian Reeves, left outside linebacker, who I was eyeing a lot. Could be very good for the Bears. I am not against that for their pick. I was not going to trade up to the top 5 to get them. Simple as that. Hopefully I can get a steal at my pick so we can have something to look forward to. Should have drafted who, Lubin? Let me know. Brian Reeves? Mitch McMahon. I didn't see a lot about him, but it's another left end. There's a lot of defensive ends in this draft. Not really a lot to go crazy about. Another left end, Jalen Hayward. I mean, this draft just had way too many defensive ends. We didn't need them. I think we're pretty solid there. Someone can't read. What do you... I should have been in the franchise. This is an offline franchise, Lubin. Start up another 32-man league and let's actually like get it going type of thing. I don't even know if that 32-man is still playing. Is it? Leslie Riddick I did not see a lot about. Dion Mills. Damn, I didn't even realize that it was the 9th pick. Yeah, I wasn't going to trade up for that. I'm sorry. That wasn't going to happen. We're going to have to see what we can get at our pick, but I was not going to trade up to the top 10. They're going to ask for way too much. Way too much for that. Them boys on season 5? What? Kadeem Smith dropped to the 10th spot. Are you still in it, Lubin? Ron McNair, I haven't seen much about either. I didn't really pay attention to the wide receivers. Now, obviously, because we literally got Mike Williams on the team. So we won't have to worry about the wide receiver position for probably the foreseeable future with Josh Downs and Michael Pittman and Mike Williams. So Warren Hunter, QB out of Penn State, going to the Rams. No, I left. I'm waiting on the fantasy draft league. What fantasy draft league? You better put me in on that, boy. Now I'm back in the mix. I had to take that break for that month of the franchise because that shit was too much. Like, to be here like all the time doing that, it was a lot. It was a lot. But I wouldn't mind doing a fantasy draft because that's more diverse. Like, I would actually be able to do different things. Caleb Smith. It looks like we're just going to stick at our pick right now. I'm not going to do anything crazy with it for the moment. Avery Charles. Okay. Next pick. Jalen Dorsey. Defensive tackle. Maybe could have been somebody that we went after. Dom Evans. Okay, so let's pause it real quick. Let's take our time with this because I want to get a pretty good player at this pick. Dom Evans was somebody that we looked at. I mean, Craig Greenfield wouldn't be bad to put alongside Jonathan Taylor. Left tackle wouldn't hurt. Maybe we get a QB to put Anthony Richardson on the hot seat. Elite strength. So he's a pocket passer. Strong arm. Interesting. Be deep accuracy. Ooh. It looks a little too much like Anthony Richardson. I'm okay. Never mind. I'm okay on that. There's no way that I was going to be able to do that. Tackles look like they're going to be the move. Strong safety, we're pretty solid at. Defensive tackle is the one that I should be concerned about at the moment, but I don't know if there's any in the spots that's going to be worth it. Now, I could possibly trade down. That could also be a situation that I go with. Power rusher Ricky Burnett looks pretty good as a defensive tackle. A power moves, A impact blocking. C tackle, B finesse moves. Ricky Burnett might be somebody that we go for. It's a round 1 to 2 projection, but I'm not necessarily concerned for that. Mitch Franklin, A play recognition, B power moves, B finesse moves. I could get in on that too. I think if I'm going to get anybody, it's Ricky Burnett, but I don't think we have... What's our next picks in the draft? We have the 14th in the second and the 17th in the second. So, but the drop from defensive tackles is immense. It is way too much to risk it. Craig Greenfield did look good, though. Power back, has elite strength, elite acceleration. I might give him a shot. I might give Craig Greenfield a shot because they do have me taking him. He could be hit in development. Left tackle wouldn't hurt either. Agile, has elite change of direction, elite acceleration. A run block. Oh, whoa. A run block, A pass block finesse, A lead block, A awareness. He has D injury, but Gil Burris, somebody to look at. Sean Montgomery doesn't look as great as Burris does. Has elite acceleration, but doesn't have the same type of stats that Burris did. What about AJ Phelps? We might go tackle. We might go left tackle here. I don't think I would be against it. Elite agility, elite acceleration. Another one with A run block, A pass block finesse, A awareness. Has A to C injury, so that would be a lot better than the other one. Let's look at burst one more time because I confused his skills. D injury. So pass block is B to D. I'm pretty sure that I just saw that it was B pass block for AJ Phelps. What about Byron Ware? Right outside linebacker. Looks solid. A finesse moves, A pursuit, A stamina. Everything else isn't something that I'm concerned about because I don't need a pass coverage right outside linebacker. Speed rusher would be fine. But no. Oh, left tackle though. Do we go with right outside linebacker or do we go with left tackle? How many left tackles are there? Okay, so there's a pretty heavy drop-off after Chris Miller or Charles Miller. Pass protector. Ugh. I don't like it. I don't like it. What if we trade? Okay. What if we go with a left tackle, right? But, oh, we need a right guard. We need to keep in mind about that. We won't have to worry about that right now. Shit. We got a lot to worry about. We got a lot to worry about right now. Elite strength, poor jumping. I mean, he's not going to have to jump. Isaiah McAllister might be somebody that we go with in the next round. How does the right outside linebacker room look? It doesn't look great after Byron Ware. So that might be a position that we have to trade for. And I might make that trade on this live stream. Because I don't like Byron Ware that much, but I really like Gil Burris or AJ Phelps. I think I might like AJ Phelps a little more because the pass block is already a B and he probably doesn't have bad injury. Because I think it was like, what, B, A to C injury. I think we're going to go AJ Phelps. Add to that offensive line. We're going to go with it. Damn, normal development. Fuck. Damn. I was hyping him up so much, but damn, that sucks. Damn, that sucks. 86 acceleration, 84 strength. Not the greatest. I mean, he can probably be a high overall. I thought that was going to be a great pick for us. We're just going to skip ahead now. Getting to the second round, Charles Miller went to the Patriots, so we definitely would not have been able to get much. What about defensive tackle? What happened with that? Good thing we went with the backup defensive tackle. Did we? Yeah. Yeah, we got somebody next to... No, we didn't. No, we didn't. He went somewhere else. Oh. That puts me in a rough position then. Okay, so... right now, we need a right guard. We have this pick and we have the 17th pick. McAllister is no longer here. So we could wait to get a right guard, get Kevin Carmichael in the third round and not reach on him. So we can worry about other positions right now. McAllister already got took. Don't know how, don't know why. Not my concern anymore. Tight end is not up here. Yeah. Right end could be a possibility as well. Austin Whiteside. Could be good. Physicals are solid, great, and good. Has B tackle, B power moves, B play recognition. He's a power rusher for sure. Out of Florida. I wouldn't mind it. The thing is, defensive tackle still needs to be taken. So we would have to take either the offense. Ooh. Justin Woodyard. Doesn't have the greatest. He's a speed rusher. He has A finesse moves. But his physicals look decent. Okay. So I'm going to go with the right end at this position. I'm going to go Austin Whiteside, who looks pretty good overall. Looks pretty good overall out of Florida. Looks solid. Could possibly have hidden development. There we go. There we go. That's what we needed. We needed a hidden development right end, and that's exactly what we got. 86 acceleration, 77 agility, 79 speed, and 84 strength. 6'3", 22 years old out of Florida. I love it. That helps us out tremendously on that defensive line. We might go to a 3-4 at this point, but we'll see about that. Going 2 picks. Let's look at the right guard position. I think I'm going to go with that next and then go with the defensive tackle. Kevin Carmichael is still here. I'm pretty sure. We do have our 3rd round pick. So we'll go with Kevin Carmichael right now. We already took a look at his stats, but looks good overall. I like it. Could possibly be hidden development. And we're on a roll right now. We are definitely on a roll right now. UCLA, 22 years old, 6'5", pass protector. Gonna be good at that right guard position. Hopefully we can keep this up right now. Going to the 3rd round. I let the first 17 picks rock, but I'm just gonna skip through now. Let's see if our defensive tackle is here. I truly hope so. I truly hope so. Defensive tackle. Damn. He's gone. Damn, he's gone. Okay, so we might have to move to a 3-4. We just might have to move to a 3-4. Middle linebacker doesn't seem like a possibility right now. Right end. Wide receiver. Ugh. Not a lot of these prospects are that great. We could just go depth or Chris Morales over here, who has A zone coverage, A tackle, A pursuit. Has elite change of direction. Everything else, ooh. A stamina, A pursuit, A man coverage, A awareness. Hold on. Chris Morales, come to the team. How are you normal development with all those stats? Okay, I mean, we'll see what his stats are specifically, but I had a lot of confidence with all those stats going on. I mean, his physicals weren't great, but sometimes all it takes is one elite one to be good. But I guess it wasn't the right choice. Wide receiver, no. Demarius Lynch looks like he's supposed to be undrafted. It just wasn't a great draft class overall. It really wasn't. Defensive tackle, just not an option. Not an option right now. We might just go best available with what we can see. Do we have a fullback? Should we take a look at fullbacks? Quentin Stallworth. Elite speed. A carrying, A break tackle. Do we go Quentin Stallworth in what, the 5th round? Is this the 5th? 4th. Maybe we wait one more. Maybe we wait one more. Because this is still, I think, day 2. I might be mixing my stuff up. What else can we get? What else can we get? Wide receiver, no. I guess we could just go fullback. At this point, yeah, sure. Elite speed, Quentin Stallworth could be very good at a Duke. Hidden development. We might just have Patrick Ricard on our hands or a Kyle Juszczyk coming to the Indianapolis Colts. 83 speed, that's crazy for that to be elite, but I don't mind it. He has hidden development. That's all I care about for my fullback. We're going to move on to the 5th round pick. I might not make any trades right now. I might wait till the first episode of the season. To get into the regular season, I think the teams are a little more considerate when we get to the regular season. Cornerback. Do we just go depth at this point? Anthony McCray, I mean, we can keep trying to shoot for these, but supposedly going to be potential undrafted free agent. Same thing with the other right outside linebacker. It just wasn't a great outside linebacker class. It wasn't. It really wasn't. I don't want to take that wide receiver prospect. As tempting as it is. Halfback Dante Bone looks solid. Looks pretty solid. I mean, he's a 5th round pick. Be break tackle, be trucking. Take a chance on him. 91 speed, 90 acceleration, 78 strength. Not horrible. We just need backups right now. I don't think Zach Moss is on the team anymore, so anything that we can get right now could help. We might have to look for a kicker. No, Matt Gay's there. We have a punter now with Tommy Townsend. Free safety wouldn't hurt. Greg Wilson, zone. Has horrible play recognition. Hell of a hitter, though. Horrible play recognition. I don't... Not crazy about it. It's just not a lot of crazy picks right now. There's not like some hidden gem. Will Michaels, but we got a left tackle. Middle linebacker I could go with. Pass coverage. Good speed. B man coverage, B stamina, B awareness at this point in the draft. Take a chance on him. Dalton Holmes. 99, that should have been a sign. That should have been a sign. Yeah, I'm not even worried about that middle linebacker. Now for our Mr. Irrelevant of the draft. Going to the 7th round. Usually they don't prosper, but hopefully we can find somebody that will. Let's see. Demarius Lynch is still up here. Center. Cornerback. McCray doesn't look horrible. He doesn't look horrible. And in the 7th round, A zone coverage, B man coverage, B catching, B pursuit, B awareness, B tackle. I'm going to take a chance on Anthony McCray at left outside linebacker. Hidden development. We found a hidden development in round 7, in the last round of the draft. That's wild. That is wild. That is truly wild. Anthony McCray probably going to be our next Shaq Leonard on the team. Wow. And it really tried to bamboozle me with saying that it was going to be an potential undrafted free agent. But a great pick for us. Great draft overall, I would think. Now that we can get into it. I mean, AJ Phelps, 74 overall. Wasn't a great pick, but after that, we picked it up. Austin Whiteside was pretty solid. Carmichael. Wait, was Austin Whiteside hidden? He was, but he's a 72 overall, so he's going to need some time to develop. Carmichael, also hidden development. So, yeah, we picked it up after a little bit. Morales was not. Stallsworth was. Dante Bone was not. Dalton Holmes was not. But Anthony McCray was. And he's a 64 overall, so he's going to take some time to develop as well. Not a lot of high overalls in this draft. We didn't get too much going in terms of helping us now, but it's going to help us in the future. And I think I'm pretty confident with that. I think I am pretty confident with that. We're going to go into... Is this going to take us to the preseason? It is. It is going to take us to the preseason with Dalvin Cook still on the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field. But a pretty quick stream. We got through it pretty quickly. Let me know if next season you want it to be a little more in depth, a little longer with these type of streams. I enjoy doing this type of stream, but it just came natural to get through it and get through the draft as much as possible. But we can take a look at the roster before we end stream right now. Just a lineup. Let's see what it looks like. Stallsworth is a 71 fullback. It's great for us. Jelani Woods should be able to develop this year with Mo Cox progressing more and more. Mike Williams looks good in that wide receiver 1 role. I like our wide receiver room. Dante Bone, 69 overall. Quentin Nelson. The line looks good. I just basically went for depth with Phelps. Carmichael's a 72, so I guess he's getting the playing time over... Oh, I guess we didn't have a right guard before, so that's good that we drafted one. Morales is a 72. I think Zaire should start. And no, you're younger. You're younger. You should get your shot. Maybe McCray gets to start over them. No, but if I go into it, they're going to give him his development already. So we'll just leave it at that. We'll let them naturally put him in there. Maybe we move it to... Ugh. Maybe we move it to a 3-4 again. I like EJ Speed in some way. I think McCray would probably be the one that they put in, though. We might change it to a 3-4. We might change it to a 3-4. 83. Is a 46 a 4-3? Let's see. Yeah, it is. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's try to change it one more time before we end stream. 3-4. I think Disguise might be the best one. Disguise, 3-4 Storm. Yeah, we'll do Disguise. We'll do Disguise for this. Spread. We'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that for right now. We won't change too much on this stream. We'll probably do it in the first episode of Season 2 of Colts franchise. But I like it so far. Maybe McCray should be getting some playing time, but it'll be spread evenly throughout. I think EJ Speed is a pretty solid middle linebacker for us at points. Maybe we make a move at the start of the season after we go through the preseason. Who knows? Who knows? But I like our cornerback room. Overall, everything looks solid. We just have to develop a lot of players, and I think we'll be able to do that and still win games this season. But if you're new, please go down there and subscribe so you don't miss out on Colts franchise coming up. Like the video so more people can get into this Colts franchise and we can have more fun come the next stream. But yeah, I will see you in the next video or the next stream. Turn on the notification bell so you can see the streams because they're going to be coming out more often. But I'll see you next.